Welcome to Romance Recovery Counseling on YouTube. Here at Scarlett's Media, I am Shawnee, certified Christian counselor, and welcome to 2016. This is my first video message for 2016. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I have been praying about in my own personal life for a while now, and that subject is forgiveness. With it being the new year, the holidays have just passed. There's just a sense of newness and this hope that things are getting better and chance for new opportunities. And so we are in this mindset of kind of putting the past behind us. But for some of us, myself included, forgiveness is not so easy, and sometimes it can be just honestly downright annoying. I know the most annoying thing about forgiveness for me was hearing the phrase, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. And it was annoying to me because I didn't understand it. But something happened in 2015 that allowed me to have a better understanding, quite honestly, the best understanding of forgiveness that I've had in my entire life. And so I wanted to make this video to share it with you guys about what I have learned about forgiveness. Um, so traditionally speaking, we hear all the time, especially if you grew up in church or you are involved in church culture, you hear all the time, you better forgive because forgiveness is, you know, forgive to be forgiven. If you want God to forgive you, you forgive others. And to be just honest with you all, that that honestly didn't work for me to forgive just for the sake of God forgiving me. It wasn't enough. I needed a better understanding of it. And so um, I had a friend come into my life last year, and watching this friend's example of forgiveness made me study a little harder to get a better understanding of it. And the understanding that I now have about forgiveness is that the old adage is correct. Forgiveness is for you, it's not for the other person. The reason that forgiveness is for you is because the second you start to walk in unforgiveness, you lock yourself in a prison. It is an emotional prison that keeps you from doing whatever it is you naturally and instinctively want to do. Oftentimes, when we walk into a state of unforgiveness, it is because someone, usually that we really, really care for, has done this great offense to us. And the first instinct behind it is anger, it's hurt. But then the second instinct is the one we don't talk about, which is how disappointed we are that someone that we love so much has hurt us. And we're more than likely disappointed. I know at least I was disappointed because I usually had something planned for this person, some expression of love that I wanted to show. And then all of a sudden, I'm hurt. This person has offended me. And I no longer feel like you deserve this act of love that I was going to express. Well, the thing is that determining who deserves and who doesn't deserve, that's not my job. And it's not your job. It's God's job. So if it's not even our responsibility to determine hurt or dish out justice per se, if God is supposed to be handling all of that and fighting on our behalf, then we should be free to still do whatever it was that we were going to do prior to the offense. Now, a lot of you are probably sitting there going, well, no, if a person hurts me, that cuts off anything good I was going to do for them. But that's still walking in trying to determine who deserves what. And it's to your benefit to go ahead and do whatever it is that God put in your heart to do, because that's you being obedient to God. And then you open yourself up to God blessing you for your obedience. There's a scripture that talks about giving. And it says that anyone can give to someone that you love. The real test in giving is in giving to someone who you're not so fond of, who you don't necessarily feel like deserves it. Leave figuring out who deserves what in God's hands so that you're not angry or disappointed about not doing something you really wanted to do. Why should someone else's indiscretion or someone else's offenses or someone else's emotional baggage prevent you from being the fullest you that you want to be, expressing yourself to the fullest? Why should that stop you from doing what you know you want to do? When you walk in unforgiveness, that's what you do. You stop yourself from doing exactly what it is you wanted to do because of someone else's actions. You have now given someone else power over you. And that's the power over you that most people talk about in that adage of forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Don't give people power over you. That's what all that comes from. You shouldn't let someone else's actions dictate your next move. If you had something good in your heart that you intended to do, forgiveness allows you to do it anyway, trusting that God will handle whatever offense came toward you. So that's my new revelation on forgiveness, that forgiveness is actually for me and it's for you. It's not for the other person. It's to keep you out of somebody else's emotional prison. And it's a stand that you take to say God is going to handle what you deserve. This is just something I wanted to do. God will give you what you deserve. So I hope that has helped someone today. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your 2016. And I look forward to talking to you throughout the year. Happy New Year, everyone.